And welcome back to the Showroom Presents. Hey Buffalo, it's no joke that crash test dummies and crash tests have played a big part in making our motor vehicles much safer. And recently, the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety did some important testing to help improve front-end crash protection. Our guest today is Karl Brauer, senior editor from Kelley Blue Book, to tell us more about it. Karl, welcome to the Showroom Presents.
Hey, great to be on with you.
Awesome. Hey, Karl, what exactly is the Insurance Institute's small overlap crash test?
This is a test that they've developed to see how well a vehicle can manage energy and protect the passengers when it impacts something at the extreme edge of the front of the vehicle, basically around where the headlights are. And the idea here is to just make sure that even in this circumstance, when you don't have the primary frame rails helping to manage energy, that the car still holds up well and doesn't let the passenger compartment be intruded upon by the engine or the front wheel or anything else.
And so, what have they done to make some positive changes in that regard?
Well, by elevating this awareness of this kind of test, the Insurance Institute of Highway Safety is really encouraging manufacturers to manage these kind of accidents, because they saw a lot of injuries and fatalities going on when they looked at the statistics. And the result has been cars like the 2016 Honda Pilot that's behind me that has a lot of additional bracing, a lot of high strength metal in key areas, so that even in this small overlap test, these areas can manage the energy, they can disperse the energy in a way that doesn't intrude upon the passenger compartment.
What is the difference between doing a full head-on crash and doing a crash that the Institute actually did?
Sure. I mean, with a full head-on crash, you're going to get a greater surface area on the front of the car to spread the energy across naturally. And you're going to have the primary frame rails that are under almost every vehicle involved in managing that energy. So it's essentially a lot easier to manage a full or even a halfway hit from the front of the car. But when you get to the side of the front end, right over by the headlights, it becomes much more challenging. And that's where Honda really put the energy and the time into developing this all-new 2016 Pilot to make sure it could manage those kind of crashes.
And how has it differed through the years? I mean, what have they done to actually, sort of firm that area up?
Well, beyond increasing the quality of the metal that's built into the frame and really taking advantage of high strength steel, which is also lighter, which is better for fuel efficiency, they've also added active safety, and that's areas of advancement that allow you to never get in the accident in the first place. That's the whole point. Things like brake mitigation that'll actually hit the brake if the driver doesn't, brake collision warning to make some kind of noise and give a visual cue that the driver should be applying the brake before it's too late. There's road departure warning that'll keep you from trying to go off the road if you somehow lose control of the vehicle. All sorts of things that are based on cameras and radar equipment that are built into these cars so that they can really have a sense of what's going on around them and help the driver avoid collisions.
It's real. So a good part of it is in the preventative sense is this new technology that's developing.
Right, that keeps you from ever having the accident. You still want to have a strong shell and a strong steel around the passenger compartment if you do get in an accident. But if you can avoid it altogether, you're saving yourself a lot of time and trouble and insurance costs.
Right. Now you mentioned the Honda. Were there other midsize SUVs that did well in the tests?
Sure. There's an all-new Nissan Murano that just was introduced. It also got a top safety pick plus, like the Pilot, which is the best you can do. And the Toyota Highlander also earned that same level of top safety pick plus. So there are a couple now vehicles in this category that are getting the best you can do, and they're doing well in all these different tests. Plus, they have some kind of an active technology that'll help you avoid the accident in the first place. You have to have that to get top safety pick plus. You can't just do well in the actual impact testing. You need something that tries to avoid the impact in the first place.
So would you say it's safe to assume that maybe some of the manufacturers whose vehicles didn't fare as well, do you think they're going to be taking a look at these results and making some improvements themselves?
Oh, absolutely. Manufacturers know that car car shoppers are very focused on safety. We at Kelley Blue Book, we get 20 million unique visitors a month to our website, and we can see and hear from them about what is important to them. And safety is always among the top things they're looking at. They want a durable and reliable car, and they want a safe car. And if you don't have a safe car and it doesn't do well in all these tests, it's not uncommon for a car to be just, thrown off the consideration list for a shopper.
Do you feel it's important that when folks are shopping for a new vehicle, that they should be looking at the results of these tests?
I think they should. I think it's smart, and it's your due diligence as a shopper to make sure you understand how well these cars are performing on crash tests, because you got a lot of great cars out there right now, and you shouldn't be compromising safety. If there's a vehicle that you like but it doesn't have good safety scores, you should consider other vehicles, because there's a lot of great vehicles in every category, and you don't have to sacrifice safety just to get an otherwise good car.
Right. I definitely agree with you there. So, Karl, listen, where can the viewers at home go online to look up more information?
Sure. If they'd like to go to Kelley Blue Book at kbb.com, they'll learn all the information they'd ever need to buy the car in terms of what they should pay, what the invoice price is, but also all these technologies and all these crash test scores. They're all right there with every vehicle review that we've got. They can also go to automobiles.honda.com if they want to learn more about specifically the Honda Pilot and the other new Hondas that are coming out with this advanced active safety technology called Honda Sensing. And then, of course, IHS.org will tell them all they'd ever want to know about the crash testing and the specific procedures these cars are put through.
Well, Karl, listen, thank you for joining us today on the Showroom Presents and giving the folks at home some great information on things they should be looking for before they buy their next car.
Absolutely. Great talking to you.
Airport Plaza Jewelers is turning 20. Join the celebration. It's our Jamaican anniversary giveaway, an all-expense getaway to Jamaica, and a $100,000 island paradise shopping spree. Just stop into Airport Plaza Jewelers for your entry form. No purchase necessary. But while you're here, check out our fabulous selection of diamond anniversary jewelry, rings, necklaces, bracelets, thousands of great designs at deep discount. Hurry down. You can't win if you don't enter the Showroom on Union Jamaican anniversary giveaway and cash spending spree. The Showroom on Union is your anniversary diamond jewelry store.